Hello everybody, my name is James, hope you're doing well and welcome back to another video. And today we're going to be talking about qualifying for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. If you enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Formula 1 content. Also make sure to follow me on X at James's Pit Lane, I'll leave a link in the description. But let's jump straight into the video. So that was a very exciting qualifying session, wasn't it? And throughout the Grand Prix weekend, it looked like pole position would come down to a fight between Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris. It looked so close between them all through the weekend, and pretty much I think we all thought that a McLaren would end up on pole. But qualifying was a lot closer than expected, with Red Bull and Mercedes being up there, and Max Verstappen and George Russell were in contention for pole position, and it was very close between Norris, Piastri, Verstappen and Russell throughout qualifying. And it was Verstappen who was able to come out on top, a huge turnaround from what we saw in Bahrain. As we know, in Bahrain, Red Bull were just all over the place and Verstappen could just do nothing. But here in Jeddah, the team have completely turned a page, and that car looks a lot more drivable, a lot more balanced, and Verstappen was able to just put that car on pole position by a small margin, but he managed to do it. And speaking about taking pole, Verstappen said, "The car came alive in the night. We made some final changes and it was a lot more enjoyable to drive. The grip was coming to me, and around here, a qualifying lap is extremely difficult because of all the walls. You need to really nail it. It's really satisfying. To be first here in qualifying is of course the best position for tomorrow, even though I think in the race it will be difficult to keep them behind, but we'll give it a good go." So a good job there from Verstappen, and it just seems that this season Red Bull are able to perform better on the high-speed circuits. So it will be interesting to see if he can hold on to pole tomorrow. Oscar Piastri in P2 will definitely give him, a good fight, I think. I think that McLaren has really good race pace as well as qualifying pace. So, I think we could see a good fight between Verstappen and Piastri. And perhaps we'll see Russell in the fight as well. He starts P3. He's been capitalising on opportunities in the previous Grand Prix. So it'll be interesting to see what he can do tomorrow. But one driver who will not be up there is Norris. Now, as I said, it looked like a McLaren was going to be on pole this weekend, and it looked like it was going to be between Norris and Piastri, but Norris wasn't in contention for pole position because he crashed on his first Q3 run. Basically, Norris had a big snap as he went through the chicane and over the curb at turns 4 and 5, and as he tried to correct it, he had no hope and went into the wall on the left. And this caused a lot of damage to the left-hand side of Norris's car. So he was out of qualifying, and he will start P10 tomorrow. So yeah, a difficult day for Norris, and it's the second week in a row where in Q3 he just hasn't delivered. I mean, in Bahrain last week, Norris looked very competitive throughout all the sessions, and then you get to Q3 and he's only going 6th fastest. And then here in Saudi Arabia, again, he's very competitive throughout the weekend, and then in Q3 he doesn't deliver and he crashes into the wall. And after crashing into the wall, Norris called himself an idiot over the radio. And speaking about how McLaren picked Norris up for the race, McLaren CEO Zak Brown told Sky Sports F1, "Just focus on the race. It will probably be a one-stop race, but the high likelihood of safety cars around here. So just focus on the race, do the best we can, and see if we can get him further up the grid. He'll certainly be faster than he qualified." Now, it also wasn't a good qualifying for Lewis Hamilton. He only went 7th fastest and was 9/10ths down on Verstappen's pole time, and he was out-qualified by his teammates by around 6/10ths. So yeah, Hamilton just did not have the pace. He's not had the pace throughout the Grand Prix weekend, and he couldn't deliver in qualifying. He has struggled, and yeah, he will start 7th tomorrow. And Hamilton was out-qualified by Carlos Sainz, who was replaced by Hamilton at Ferrari. So yeah, there is a lot of work to do for Hamilton. I guess the one bit of good news is that if you look at his practice sessions, he really struggled for pace, and it looked like he may have been knocked out in Q1 in qualifying. His pace was so bad. So at least Hamilton is in the top 10 and can perhaps do something in the Grand Prix tomorrow. We saw in Bahrain he went from P9 to P5. Maybe he'll be able to do another recovery drive tomorrow. We'll see, but speaking about qualifying, Hamilton said it was challenging as always qualifying for me. I'd been nowhere all weekend, 13th I think in almost every session, so honestly I feel grateful to have got to Q3 and P7. Not a spectacular last lap, but have been making improvements all weekend, needed a better lap at the end, but as I said, I'm just grateful to be there, still plenty of time to come. But that's going to be the video from me today. Thank you ever so much for watching, make sure to like and subscribe for more videos, and until the next one, take care, bye.